story of the day. This man's back.
Hey.
So it's hour one. We're in the van.
Huzzah!
I think we've got another 7 hours to go though, so it's going to be a long, long day. Hello! This album changed my entire life. There's some drums. You want some drums with your album? We're in Beaconsfield Services. We've got a long way to go. I think it's about 6-7 hours, so it's a crazy amount of time. But we are passing the time with Bruce Slater and Kurt Hammett's guitar playing, my childhood hero. So it's all fine. But we've got a long way, but it's going to be, I'll tell you what we're doing. Basically, it's the Hard Rock Hell Awards. So it's kind of rock royalty, a bit of a red carpet event where they have an award ceremony. They hire this bunch of fields for 4 days. And loads of bands come and play. It's like a kind of festival thing, and they do an awards ceremony. It's really, really cool. We're doing some social media around it. Just good to be around those sort of people, and just guys that we've known for many, many years, and musicians that we've met for many, many years. So, yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're going to keep you updated on the journey. How you doing, Damian here? Very good.
Greg, so I work for a label, so we're one of the labels here. I think the best advice for bands is to just keep on going, don't give up, think of it as a career rather than a thing that's just going to happen overnight.
And they love the fact that we've got 160 hours of edited, beautiful content from HOH festivals all over the place to share with the world. And if you don't know me, I'm Johnny Davis, and I talk too much. You ready for some awards? You ready to find out the results? Oh yeah!
Which means a lot of rock and roll isn't dead, is it? Is it? Come on, son, is it?
So at the Hard Rock Hell Awards, it's fucking brilliant here, really rock and roll. But this is just a big reminder to me, there's so many of you guys who are in rock bands. You should be here. This is relentless shit, man. There's a lot of you missing out on this stuff. You need to be networking harder and faster, and you need to be in places like this. And it's miles away. We've travelled from Brighton to the top of Wales. In fact, northwest Wales. It took us 8.5 hours to get here. The fact that I've come down to check this shit out, and there's loads of bands that I know that fit into this genre that are not here, it fucks me off, man. You guys need to get on top of this shit. If you're stuck with how you're going to network and how you get into these events, you should be hitting me up. You need to learn. You need to get on top of this. Hit me up on Facebook.
Grab your pews, and we're moving into the first live performance tonight. So please welcome all the way from Orange County in the States, from the Grand USA, Idlewild!
my God, sitting there. It was like, when it first started, I was like,
Well, you're at the front, in front of the PA.
it was so loud.
I've got them.
It was good, yeah. All right, guys. So we're at the HRH Awards in Pwllheli. I can say that because I'm Welsh. And we're with the guys from Skindred, Ari and Mikey. Thanks for joining us. So I've got a question, which is, you've been on the scene for quite a long time. So what do you think's changed in the music scene in the last, say, 5 years?
Well, I think music's changed for one, and how people are digesting music. I mean, that's an obvious answer, but I think just with the way technology is moving, you're always finding these new ways to get your music out to not just your fans, but to everyone.
So and so a lot more control from the artist?
Definitely a control from the artist, but I think also there's with control means there's more demand as well, because in this day and age where it's literally a click away, it's like, right, I've heard it, I want more. Yes. Give me more. And so you're having to keep up and try and stimulate not just yourself, but your audience too, people get bored really easily these days.
You guys are amazing with your fans and having a community around you. So what do you think that you do really well when it comes to kind of looking after your community?
Do you know what I think the main thing about us, aside from the music we make, and you just talk about live for a minute, and the HRH is something that's about live. We played this thing almost 10 years ago, and we were lucky to come back again, and we started down the bottom and we rose up, and I think if it hadn't have worked at the beginning, then we wouldn't have been asked back.
It's like you say, 10 years ago nearly, a promoter needs to take a risk and book a band like us, because we're kind of weird, and you take a risk musically and even in the live sense, and it pays off.
So we're talking about as a community, that's given us good stepping stones. Like they feel they grow with us.
Morning. So we've just got on the road from Pwllheli. Atmosphere in the van is subdued. Couple of sore heads, but luckily on these windy roads we only have another 7 or 8 hours to go. So first stop, breakfast.
Without doing too much like Damian does. Yeah. Winding himself up to the point of a nervous breakdown. We'll be here for you. Work. We'll be here for you. We'll visit you in the priory.
I get shit done.
But where's Damian gone?
Damian got
Damian died. Wow, look at all our stuff. This is yours. Yeah. This is yours. Ah! We all done?
Yeah.
Love it to see you.
Lovely to see you too.
Dude. Love it to see you too. Dude.
No.
Catch you when I'm back.
Yep. See you later.
Yo! We're in a wobbly car. Oh, I think hysteria's set in. So we've been in the van for about 8 hours, but now we're back in the car on the last bit of the journey. It's been an amazing couple of days. I mean, it's been a lot of driving, because we had to drive for 8 or 9 hours up, 8 or 9 hours back. But last night the party was amazing. I might have had a bit too much to drink, but I feel like I was in bed first, I think, so I was responsible. But I learned a lot. I really learned a lot from last night. 2 things that I learned, and 2 things that you need to pick up on was, there was, in that scene, it was a very specific rock scene, but in that scene, there were certain bands who were not there. And I just thought, why are you not using this as an opportunity? And I even texted a couple of bands and said, guys, you need to be here. Why are you not here? Some of them said, oh, we've done it before. Some said, oh, we weren't invited. Some said we didn't know about it. And I just thought, these are all lame excuses. This is a chance where half of the entire industry, when it comes to that genre, are in one place. Why would you not use that as an opportunity? It's the perfect opportunity. And yes, it's 8 hours away. Yes, it's a long way. But you want this or do you not want this? This is the perfect opportunity to get to the people that you want to get to when you keep asking me, how do you get a live agent? How do you get a manager? How do you get on these tours? They were fucking all there last night, including a bunch of legends that were there winning awards. This is the chance to learn, to meet people and to network. The other thing I learned was the social media was fucking awful. Like awful. I mean, there was no hashtag, there was no bands getting involved, there was no bands from inside it getting involved, there was certainly no bands from outside it getting involved. But when you've got half the industry in a place, not only should that have had a hashtag which was trending, but other bands in the genre that couldn't get there from around the world should have been getting involved. And it wasn't. So it's just missed opportunity after missed opportunity. But just from being there, I learned a shit ton and a load of ideas that I've gotten here that we need to talk about over the next bunch of videos. So subscribe to this, because otherwise you're going to miss out on all the fucking crazy shit that I've just learned that you fuckers need to know. So anyway, I'm going to go home and I'm going to eat vegetables, because I haven't eaten vegetables in a couple of days. And I might sign off in a minute, but if I don't sign off, then I'm feeling in a very rock mood. So rock and roll, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers! I'm illegally driving now. Sorry, I'm back to normal speed.
I was trying. Baby, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I know I'll be out cold soon. Baby, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I know